How's it going, number? That's not going through. I don't know if everybody can hear me or not. I kind of don't think anybody can hear me. Can everybody hear me? Okay, there's my side monitor. I couldn't hear myself. Anyways, thanks for being here, everybody. Welcome. Let's get into this. So Itto's quest. I have had absolutely zero time to actually get started with that over the past couple of weeks since it came out. And I guess, you know, like this version is almost done with now. Itto's banner ends in 6 days. So yeah, it's been out for more than 2 weeks and I still have had no time to actually push on with completion on it. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I've barely had time to like get the character even really built up. I have a kind of I kind of have a poorly built Itto right now. Like he's not doing bad or anything, but he's only level 80 because getting the beetles is absolutely horrible. So I've had no time to go and do that. After, you know, just getting him to 80, it was like, all right, I'm not doing that again for a little while. So I haven't had time to really, you know, space out and go get that stuff. I mean, I'm not saying nothing about them, Rev. I got no problems about them beetles. I actually grew up with them. Anyways, yeah. So my Itto is using a 4-piece husk set, but it is a little suboptimal. So yeah, so just as I guess an update on that, yeah, it's a little suboptimal, not nearly as suboptimal as my Goro is, who has like terrible build right now, absolutely god awful. But yeah, so at the moment my Itto has, I think, yeah, he has kind of lukewarm pieces, like really lukewarm pieces, like crazy incredibly lukewarm pieces. Yeah, I don't even have a Geo Goblet for him because I wasn't able to. I have not been able to get a Husk of Opulent Dreams circlet with crit rate or crit damage. Meanwhile, I've gotten like 4 or 5, you know, Ocean Hued Clam circlets with crit rate or crit damage that have the opposing stat as a sub, and they keep leveling it up nicely. Like I got this one. Like, look at this ridiculous thing that I have on my Chongyun. Like how does that even happen? I don't know. Like this one ended up rolling really, really good, but like meanwhile, like Husk of Opulent Dreams is like, nah, you're never gonna get any of that. So yeah, I've been struggling for that. I have exactly one good Geo Goblet, and it's newsflash, not a Husk one. So it's just it's been going absolutely abysmally. I'm hanging in there. I'm gonna keep farming it and trying to improve it. And for that matter, my Albedo also has a terrible build. Like I can't even put him in Husk right now. I've been trying to, but I can't because I don't have the artifacts for him. I've started rearranging things in hopes of rebuilding him that way, but I haven't been able to, you know, kind of spread the love, as it were, between the two characters. So, you know, like my first priority pieces to replace are, you know, like I have this ridiculous one, so that'll probably stay as his off piece. But yeah, I haven't been able to get him exactly where I want him. Like his stats aren't horrible, but they're not good either. He's got a lot of defense, 26, 69 defense. Like that's quite a lot, but it could still be better. He'll get there, but really this whole team is kind of it's only okay. Like especially when I compare it next to like my Shogun team, which is prolific as anything. Like that team just blasts everything I throw at it, but this team is only doing okay. So yeah, we're gonna get there though. We're gonna get there. Warpaint and Unicorns. The Clam set is pushing out good pieces for me as well. Husk. Yeah, I don't need those. Most people don't, right? It isn't 3K disappointed. Rev, I don't even have a Husk. I don't have a 4-piece Husk set. I don't even have a 2-piece Husk set. So what do you want from me, Rev? You know what, Rev? jump off something. TH does not condone the jumping off of anything. So, yeah, that's not a thing. Tevot Astoria, hey, are you excited for Onkonomiya? It is a lot more colorful than I imagined from reading about it. I mean, is it though? Like they literally talked about how Onkonomiya is like, because it you know, it's got a lot of like, it's got no actual sun, so everything is like shades of whites and very muted colors. So I mean, kind of think of it as like Watatsumi, but like with less you know, like the effects of, you know, like what sun does to plants due to like chlorophyll and all that stuff, chloroplasts or whatever. It's been a long time since I've taken any of those classes, so it's been a long time. David, okay, yeah, there we go. Don't worry, I feel your pain. What about yours, Rev? Huh? Yeah, go jump off a cliff. Aether's got my back. All right, so let's get started with this quest, because I actually already have like started it, but I started it accidentally. I talked to Catherine without thinking about it like 2 weeks ago while trying to turn in my dailies, only to find out that, you know, it locks out the Adventurers Guild in Inazuma until you complete this quest, which is my main reason for wanting to do this quest immediately, because I cannot stand not being able to use the Inazuma Adventurers Guild anymore. It's absolutely killing me. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, when that comes out, I'm definitely going to be there for a while. Yeah, me too. Onkonomiya is gonna fry my GT 1030. Yeah, that's a little bit of an older card. That one's been around a hot minute. It's totally gonna be the best zone yet. It's gonna be awesome. If it's not, I lost all hope in Genshin, but I'll keep playing it because I can't stop. I mean, I feel that, but yeah, it's gonna be great. I wouldn't worry about it. All right, so let's get started with this.
Itto? Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is he did something monumentally stupid, then ran off before they could catch him.
Monumentally stupid.
And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay, well, I mean, not that surprised.
Wait, you mean he already had a bad reputation?
No, not exactly. He's just very overbearing in everything he does. Big and brash and always making a ruckus.
Well, that generally sums him up, yeah.
So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in a good mood, he's as high as a kite. But when he gets upset, he gets completely enraged.
I noticed there's a little bit of there's a difference in the final text to that. The text says he's the happiest man alive, but then he said high as a kite.
I don't personally see him as a
Interesting.
bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up and lose control.
What is he actually up to? Does he have a stable job of any? Yeah, let's go with that one. Sure, why not?
I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he just idles the days away.
Why are you coughing so much? This guy's coughing. It's like the last person to cough like that, you know, was our boy Tepe, and you know, we all know what happened to him. Although I don't imagine this guy's been dealing with any delusions, so.
When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang. If I had to guess, his lack of income finally drove him to do something more drastic to make ends meet.
Is it just Paimon, or is this Itto fellow starting to sound pretty weird?
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with people a little more lively than myself.
So, obviously I haven't played this quest because I'm just now sitting down to it. But it has been, guys, it has been a hot minute since Paimon's given anybody a dumb nickname. I'm gonna call my shot that Paimon's gonna give Itto a nickname. Let's see if that happens. You guys already know. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it if you know the answer to that.
Perhaps you could try asking around some more.
Okay, thanks.
All right, so we're gonna have to keep asking around, like you said. I accidentally, or like I said, I already talked to a couple of people accidentally. One of the other daily quests sent me over here to talk to Agura. So I already finished that one. So let's go over here.
Arataki Itto. Of course I know him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently.
Okay.
We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help, including the Adventurers Guild.
Catherine says that Arataki Itto hasn't done anything seriously bad before, so it seems pretty strange. Paimon's curious. Is there any evidence of all this stuff he's accused of?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many people on the case. For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity, but for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. I mean,
Yeah.
the whole city could have recognized it was him. At first, he was just one of our suspects, but when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying to provoke the officers.
What? Okay.
What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the start.
19 beans. We need a TH book club to discuss the books you've been putting out. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't actually considered an idea along those lines. Very, very possible that I may do something like that, but we'll see. I'd actually like to make it a little bit, a little bit more interesting if I can do something like that, but we'll see. Itto, he hates beans, so he's scared of beans. Was that a cut at 19 beans? Wait, is Itto actually scared of beans? Interesting. Did he have
Of course
motive?
He did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way. He's never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang, and that the burden of it takes quite the toll on him.
Okay,
After
so no
slaving for a
jobs.
living all these years, maybe he thought
Big
that being
gang.
a bad guy would be an easier ride. As for his psychological motives, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we confiscated his vision during the Vision Hunt Decree.
Yeah. So he was exacting revenge on the Tenryu Commission.
At the time, Arataki Itto put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end, we had to enlist the help of Kujo Sara to finally secure his vision. The Vision Hunt was a mistake, but we never expected that he would go to such extreme lengths to take revenge on us.
He does
Well.
sound a little unstable, just like people have been saying.
But the motives seem valid enough, but maybe don't be taking people's visions.
If the two of
Maybe
you
don't
are
be doing
able
that.
to capture Arataki Itto, please bring him straight here. We'll handle him from there.
Thanks for all the info.
All right. So, some people have been saying that
Still don't know where he could have run off.
can't really hear the in-game audio, so I'll make an adjustment to that.
Maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist.
A
I
real
remember that
specialist.
There's a detective agency here in
Oh, yes, there is.
Maybe we can try asking there.
All right, well, I know exactly where that's going to send me. But first, let me go ahead and adjust the, what I'll do is I'll make them all threes. I want to say it's like 50-50. I put it at threes, and some people are like, it's too loud. It's, I can never actually seem to hit the audio in exactly the right spot. It's kind of crazy how that seems to work. Thanks for following, Kim Yuki. Appreciate you. All right, so that's probably going to send me right here. Yes, it is.
Hello, we'd like to ask some questions about Arataki Itto.
All right.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. We've already done some investigating for the Tenryu Commission. But first, do you have enough Moro to cover the fee?
You know how many favors I've done for you?
I've heard all about your travels. After everything you've been through, I'm sure you understand the way these sorts of things work.
I mean, I guess this is canonically our first meeting with her then, and all the side quests technically count afterwards then.
How much more are we talking about here?
A one-off payment of 397,000
Oh, what?
mora upfront, plus a further 5% of your Adventurers Guild remuneration as my commission, if Arataki Itto is successfully caught and brought to justice.
Yikes. Little steep.
Whoa! That's crazy expensive! How did you even come up with a price that high?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's definitely not gonna happen.
Hold on. I wasn't finished. It just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in full by the Tenryou Commission. All you'll need to pay is the small commission fee.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a little better.
And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventurers Guild once we have Itto. So, from the way I see it, you guys are getting a pretty nice deal.
You know, there seems to be like a commonality in Inazuma of everybody in that town just ripping everybody who's not from Inazuma off completely.
Now,
They're
then,
still doing it, even
to
after
give
the
you a
Vision
full
Hunt decree
picture of
ended.
this case, we must first recount a well-known Inazuman fairy tale.
Okay. Is it a cutscene?
A long, long
Yes.
time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni. The crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near. So the blue Oni said to the crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You'll come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
as planned, the crimson Oni chased the blue Oni away. The crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him.
I think I
But
can see where
when the
this is
crimson
going.
Oni went to tell the blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
That's it? What about the little blue Oni? Whatever happened to him?
I suppose the blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only the crimson Oni remain now.
But the blue Oni was just an innocent little kid.
Does this story have anything to do with the situation at
Of course
hand?
it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation is that the story is actually broadly based on historical events and that Arataki Itto is, in fact, a descendant of the Crimson Oni.
Wait, somebody's saying now there's an echo? Randomly? So, is my voice echoing or is it just the game volume that's echoing? There's only one thing that I can think of that would cause it to have an echo. Let me see if one of my monitors all of a sudden has started actually playing, which it shouldn't. No, they're not. All right, did that make any difference at all? Because I don't see anything that would be causing it to double over. It doesn't, yeah. Interesting. That really doesn't make sense why it would be doing that. It wasn't doing that before, right? Like, when it was... Did it just now start doing that during the cutscene? Or has it been doing this the whole time? Because, like, I'm trying to chase down, like, what exactly I need to fix then. Oh, okay, it happened after the cutscene. It started, like, during the cutscene. Oh, God. Or after. Well, all I can do is finish this cutscene, or this scene here, and then I can try to see if it has anything to do with
What
settings.
I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed
We'll go
a
from
lot
there.
in the past in order to finally integrate themselves into human society. But there are still some volatile personality traits in the Oni bloodline. Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Itto has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, Can we ever completely rule out the possibility of him one day allowing this side of him to take over?
I mean, that doesn't really seem to be his gig right now, but I guess we'll see.
But how could he do that? After the Blue Oni's sacrifice? That would be such a betrayal.
Yeah, there's no reason for it to be like, if it were a feedback type situation with like speakers, which I do have speakers here, yeah, it would be, you'd be hearing all sorts of crazy buzzing and stuff, but I have headphones, so that's not what it is. Game volume is much lower and slightly echoey. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what that is. I gotta wait for this cutscene to finish, and then I'll see if I can figure out what that is. You know,
the Blue Oni disappeared. We can only assume that they have long since died out, in which case, it would be quite a stretch to say it still counts as a betrayal at this point. Besides, the suspect has already confessed. What is there left to discuss? According to my investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet he's already made it to Yashiori Island by now.
okay.
The Tenryo Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Itto chose to flee in that direction.
I
Don't
understand.
mention
Thanks
it.
for all the
I'm
information.
just doing my duty.
Wait, Hyman still has a question. If Arataki Itto has given into his bad side, won't that mean he's extra mean and violent now?
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a lot of brute strength. Whether or not you'll be able to handle him, that I do not know.
Okay, but what's up with people throwing beans at Oni? What use is that?
Yeah. Why?
Ah,
I need to know.
Yes.
I need to know the
Now that
reason.
you mention it, I seem to recall that Arataki Itto is allergic to beans.
Oh, so are Oni just canonically allergic to beans? Okay.
In fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially Itto. I heard that just touching a bean is enough to incapacitate him.
That's very interesting. Like, so people are like throwing beans at Oni children. Like, that's like the equivalent of throwing like peanuts or a peanut butter sandwich or something at somebody who's allergic to peanuts. Like, you could kill somebody doing that. Like, these people are like, that's attempted murder. It's just attempted murder. That's not okay. Like, what the hell is that? All the people in town just trying to kill
If
children.
you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps he'd have better luck subduing him.
Seems like our only option. All right. Well, it seems a bit unfair to me. Yeah.
Fine, he's the bad guy, remember?
It just so happens
Is he,
that
though?
I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to use them to make some porridge, but I think you will find a better use for them. Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable rate for the beans.
Of course. Let's see.
Sneaky. But also, thanks! Let's head to Yashiori Island and start looking for Itto.
All right. Bag of beans. All right. Let's see if that's like a. Is that an item I have to use or something? Okay, no, it's okay. It's just here. Beans you got from Sango. Arataki Itto seems to be allergic to beans, so these may prove useful tools in stopping him from resisting too much. Sango says they're not free though. Hopefully they don't cost you too much. All right, well, we'll see. All right, so now that I'm out of the quest, guys, I need you to tell me if now that I'm out of the quest, I need you to tell me if I'm still echoing, if the game is still echoing. Like, is the game music, the sound effects in general, are they still echoing? Because that'll tell me like what's going on to some degree. It's the so Aether says it's the voice lines. Sound effects are echoing too. So wait, so is it everything? Like the music is echoing, or is it only the voice lines? Like, and now T-Rex Lop is saying it's okay. Like, oh god, no, it's not echoing. Music sounds fine, you think? All right. It's just the dialogue. So does Itto's dialogue echo when I threw his cow out? Like, did that echo? Yeah, I could use character voice lines. That would be another way to test it as well. Let's do that.
honcho of the Arataki gang, and
All right, so did that echo? Just no, that was okay, it's very bad, gives a certain cinematic quality. Okay, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. So here's what we're gonna do. Let me swap it over to camera mode really quick. I probably am just gonna have to restart the game because of the echo. It seems like something glitched out with the audio. So if I just restart the game, it'll probably fix whatever problem is happening there. So give me 2 seconds to do that. And we'll see what we can figure out with that. Yeah. All right. So anyways, so yeah, I mean, I can't believe like the people of Inazuma are throwing beans at children. Like, what an interesting thing to do to a child who's allergic to beans. If I roll for Itto, it's the only Oshi. The perfect IT fix restart. I mean, listen, that's the very base level of, you know, tech-based troubleshooting. Restart. Always. First tier level restart. Always. All right, let's go back over here. Let's see if that handled the issue. Let me know if this is still echoing. If it is, then I have no earthly idea what could have caused something so weird.
Arataki numero uno Itto here
All right.
in the flesh.
All right. Is this still echoing? Is it really still echoing? Wow, really? What? That doesn't make any sense. I'm not hearing any of that up here. There's nothing about the in-game sounds that should be echoing. All right, let me try. Oh my God, I don't understand how this is separate. I'm gonna turn down dialogue volume. And then, all right, so tell me if like just the regular sounds are echoing. Are you guys hearing any echo from these sounds? Like, I don't know if any of these sounds are echoing. I'm trying to determine whether, like, you guys said that the music isn't echoing. So, like, this is, oh God. You know, I feel like if I had to, like, sum up my streams for 2021 in 2 words, those 2 words would be technical difficulties. I swear, it's like every stream is a different set of problems.
Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
All right, so did Paimon coming back in echo? I'm very curious. No, my Itto is not C6. My Itto is C0. He has no constellations. Oh God, still with the echo. What is going on with this? I don't really know. Oh, God. Well, how bad is the echo for real? Like,
Catch me.
I don't. It's not the stream. It's just sound card settings. No, I don't have a sound card. So yeah. Yeah, like I have a pretty complicated audio setup, but I do not have a sound card installed in the system. So I mean, like, it could be like, this is what doesn't make any sense to me, because the regular sounds in the game are fine. It's just the voice lines, which makes no sense. Let me actually just try resetting all audio and then bringing it back up. The echo is not that noticeable. All right, well, so long as it's not horrible. What I can do... Wolf says he kind of likes it. All right, anyways, so the next... Oh, I gotta go to Yashiori Island for the next part, so... Yeah, I don't know, guys. I feel like this is like something where, like, if I restarted my whole computer, I would fix it. But man, if it's a pretty minimal thing, I can't hear it myself. If it's a pretty minimal thing, then I'm not going to bother restarting, and I'm just going to let it go on this one and write it out. Okay.
Itto should be somewhere around here.
Let's see if we can find him.
Catherine mentioned that he has a vision. Why doesn't he
okay.
Footprints! Let's see where they lead.
I don't see the footprints. Where are the footprints, Paimon? Lies. Let me go back to... Okay, there they are.
There's a camp here, but nothing stands out as
So they were
particularly
okay.
noteworthy.
They seem to be going this way. Okay.
Let's keep moving forward.
Staying on the road. And I also need to keep looking for frickin' beetles. I don't really want to go out of my way to find more beetles, but, you know, if I can get them, then I'll eventually upgrade Itto to 90.
Step ahead.
But I am trying to save some materials for Shenhe and Chongyun as well, or not Chongyun. Yunjin. Oh, there's Itto. Okay.
He doesn't seem to be looking this way. Perfect. Let's try the beans Detective Sango gave us.
Bloodless Rose. Can you give me a summary of what you missed? Let's see. I started the quest. Apparently Itto's making trouble. Then we were told a story about a red and blue Oni. And people were really mean to the red Oni and liked the blue Oni. Some people were throwing beans at the red Oni because, you know, Oni are allergic to beans. So people were trying attempted murder on the red Oni, and he was a child, like a small child, trying to kill the beans or trying to kill the Oni. And it's like a fairy tale or something. And now we're looking for Itto. Terrible recap. Awful. Anyways, he doesn't seem to be looking this way perfect. Let's try the beans. So we're just gonna start throwing beans at this guy. All right. Just gonna hit him right in the head. Is that what we're gonna do? Hold E to aim and throw beans. Left mouse button to crouch and make yourself less visible. Okay. So we're just gonna get behind Itto and throw a bean at him. All right. So it's like throwing Baron Bunny. Ah, dang. All right, throwing it that way. I'm gonna get behind this this stump. Keep facing that way. Keep facing that way. Yeah, there you go. Keep facing that way. He's kneeling down. I got him. Okay, I did not hit him with the bean. I thought I hit him with the bean. I did not hit him with the bean. Now I'll hit him with the bean. Ah, I can't. I missed him again. All right, this guy's driving me crazy. This, I feel like this should throw out a little further. All right, so we're good. All right, man. Trying to hit you with a bean. Oh, crap. All right, let me get away from him again. All right, now I'm just like, I'm rushing too much. But I want to, oh my God. That's probably going to miss too, isn't it? Yeah, that also missed. Oh, man. I feel like all of these keep landing just short of him. Let me, Just chill out here for a second. Just chill, Itto. Just chill. No. How do you see me? No. How do you?
Hey,
Oh, you.
sneaking around over there. Come on, show yourself.
I don't wanna.
Yikes! We've been spotted!
Okay. Well, I was discovered by Arataki Itto and get to start over. Rip. All right. Round 2. Let's try this again.
Could that be him?
Yes, it's him. Let's go. Blah 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 blah. All right. All right. Round 2. All right, we're gonna kneel, waiting for him to turn around, and then I know he walks over there and like crouches down in that one area, so that might be the best place to get him. So I might just wait for him to do that. Come on. All right, cool. He's going. Come on. No.
Hey, who's sneaking around over there? Come on.
All right. Well, I got too close. That time I just tried to rush it, I guess. I don't. God, why? All right. All right. Let's go again. Come on. All right. Was that a bean pun? Almost beaned him. Like, oh God. All right. Like, I'm out here throwing beans at like a potentially innocent person who's deathly allergic to beans. It's like I said, throwing peanut butter sandwiches at somebody allergic to peanuts. Like, this seems not okay. Yeah, gotcha. He really didn't seem like he liked the bean. He screamed like crazy. Now he's really tired.
Are you okay? What should we do? Paimon didn't think he'd react this badly.
Yeah, the bean thing didn't. He seems to be lacking energy now that he's been beaned.
Don't be alarmed. It's just my my allergies acting up. I've got it under control. It's all right. I got this. Just gotta tough it out. I can take it. I can take it.
He sounds like he can't breathe.
Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait. I need a moment.
Okay, well, the quest is over. We killed Arataki Itto. That's what it just said on the screen. You killed Arataki Itto. You failed.
Need a moment. Woo, that's better. That sure took a lot out of me, though. Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that.
You can never be too careful when dealing with a fugitive. That smug face on the traveler in Paimon. There's plenty more beans in the bag. You'd better come quietly.
Hey,
Let's go with that.
Whoa, take it easy. Just stop with the beans, okay? So you're here to bring me in. How in the world did you find me all the way out here anyway?
Well,
Luck?
I don't know.
Whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can forget it. I'd walk away if I were you.
Okay.
I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't want to hurt any regular folks like you.
Regular folks. Yeah, okay. A well-earned smug traveler face this time.
That's pretty big time considering all the beans we have.
You're the one behind the robbery and the missing people, aren't you?
Yep, that's right. Me. All by myself. Nobody else.
Okay.
As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only natural, right?
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
Not when their families will pay good more to see them again. Easy pickings.
Okay.
And the extra mora means I can, give some to my gang to spend on themselves.
Okay. At least you're honest.
What's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop wasting everybody's time.
No way, mister! We've accepted a commission to bring you back!
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Oh. Evil Arataki eye.
Well, mostly he took the commission to bring you back.
Show some backbone, Paimon.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop. In that case, we...
Uncle Itto!
Oh, there you go.
Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall.
Okay.
What's taking you so long? You said we were
Daisuke.
gonna have a beetle fight today.
Beetle
Come
fight.
on, you promised.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like. So just give Uncle Itto a little more time, okay?
Okay, let's he's
Who
putting
are
it off a
they?
little.
Are they your friends?
Yeah, that's right. I told them
Friends,
not to come,
something like
but
that.
What can I say? They were just too worried about me. It's because of a little thing called, prestige. Yeah.
Yeah,
because of
sure,
all
totally,
the
prestige.
Prestige Uncle Itto has.
Totally.
What are you talking about?
We
Come on, just play along. Leave the kid out of this.
sure.
Uncle Itto, you don't look so good. You look like you're about to fall over.
That's because Uncle Itto bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Uh-oh. It's all good, though. These horns are rock solid.
Yeah, he doesn't look so good because we threw beans at him.
Okay, if you say so. Granny and I will keep heading back now. Don't be too long.
Yep, I'll be right there. Hope you're ready to lose today.
Who are those?
What are they like? Are they like Pokemon battling with the beetles? Is that what they're doing?
The old lady
Beetle
was Granny
battles?
Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me. They escaped
Okay.
with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring him with me, the Tenryou Commission would be knocking on their doors for sure.
I had no idea you were so caring towards others. All
But if
right.
you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that stuff that made them worry about you in the first place.
He has nothing to say about that.
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel.
Okay.
If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear a peep out of me. Why? Because I'm an Oni of my word.
Are you?
I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment. That way you won't worry. Cool?
What should we do? There is the kid to consider.
All right. Yeah, you have a
it's
deal.
on! I like your style. All right, but first things first. I need to find an Oni Kabuto to battle with. I've been looking here for ages and haven't found myself a winner yet, so it's time to try somewhere else. Come with me. Saves you worrying that I might skedaddle.
Okay. Are we I guess we're gonna, hey, maybe we'll find some that we get to keep. That would be ideal, especially if they're not, you know, if they're actual like real ones. Like I need those anyways, so maybe that'll happen. All right, let's see. Any no, just like an area for it or something.
Paimon's curious. What kind of game is beetle fighting?
Okay, so they're gonna explain beetle fighting. All right,
You guys have seen Oni
let's
Kabuto out
go.
in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big softies on the inside. Most of the time, they're just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, I mean that's usually what they're doing when we grab them off a tree.
But let me
Sitting there
tell
doing
ya,
nothing.
Once the Oni Kabuto start fighting, they won't let anything get in their way. The grand game of beetle fighting is a match where your beetle tries to flip the other beetle onto its back.
I played when I was a kid. I watched people playing that when I was a kid. Okay.
Hey, it's not just some kid's game, okay? There's way more to it than that. I have taken part in more beetle fights than you would believe. At least 800.
800 beetle
crossed the
fights.
1,000 mark by this point. Anyway, after a while, you can tell a beetle's fighting potential just by looking at its shape, size, and the patterns on its body.
Okay.
But it's not just about all the physical stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's got to be in the right headspace as well. If it's not up for a fight or doesn't have the guts, well, then it's game over. Boy, are you too lucky you ran into me. When it comes to beetles, I'm the expert that the experts go to. I'll show you all you need to know.
I'm gonna get struck by lightning during this quest, aren't I?
But we're not the ones that will be playing. We're just here to keep an eye on you.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, not a problem. You two might think I'm just tooting my own horns here, but just you wait. I'll make you a beetle expert in no time.
All right.
By the way, that kid has one tough beetle. We can't underestimate it. You have to find a real lean, mean beetle warrior.
You got a shiny beetle?
Okay, so he's not the sharpest horn on the Oni.
The sharpest horn on the Oni.
Okay, let me see. There. Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my bottom Mora we're gonna find some major league Oni Kabuto hiding out there.
Genghis Khan. Imagine the first contact we get from Celestia is Sephiroth. One Winged Angel starts playing. Just hits us with the Shinra building out of nowhere. Like that doesn't belong here.
Me.
Uh-oh, lightning storm.
You know what? That'd be a good crossover though.
Just our luck. Well, hopefully that'll scare all the wimpy beetles away and leave the tough ones for us. Oh, darn it,
I could
they're all
totally see
gone.
like a
Let's hop
like
down
a
from here and take
crossover.
look. My gut's telling me that there's a king-size beetle just below. Beefy Beetle King, here we come!
Beefy Beetle King. Oh
You see all
god, that
those
almost
purple
killed me,
things?
didn't it?
It's a whole pile of Oni Kabuto! Huh? Oh, what the... Ah, no, not lavender melons! Well, even a pro like myself can make a mistake from time to time. It's
Oh,
okay,
I see
just
one.
gotta roll with the punches. Let's try somewhere else.
All right, I see that one.
This is the one! This is the one! See? As long as you're in my company, you're guaranteed to find yourself an Onikabuto.
Seems a bit different from the others.
It's on the smaller side, but size isn't everything in a beetle fight.
But you said earlier that size matters.
Just let the expert explain, okay? What smaller beetles lack in strength, they make up for in agility. They usually got a whole bunch of sick moves just ready to whip out when the right moment comes.
Sure, but it doesn't seem to be very energetic either. Yeah, because as you said earlier, they pretty much just sit there.
Listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy until it's in the ring.
Hey, Kyria, welcome.
It might look a bit young and docile, but that's got its advantages. Haven't you ever heard the saying, don't judge a book by its cover? Young beetles that have never
Sure.
fought before always go all out in their first fight. Older beetles that have already been through the wars tend to just cower in the corner the moment they see a strong opponent.
I was hoping we'd catch a larger beetle.
Hey, didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith, would ya? My experience is telling me that this Onikabuto was spawned to be a champion!
Wait, where's Paimon?
Right here! Look what Paimon found!
Is there a bigger one on the other side of the rock?
Some beetles than Paimon wants in! It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hop down, Paimon flew off somewhere else.
Oh, that one's
nearby
different.
and found this one. What do you think, Itto? Big and strong and looks like a real fighter! It matches everything you said about a good fighter beetle!
That's definitely the Wander Shiny beetle. Right there. That's the one.
Bet the one you guys found must be way,
Smaller
way
and pathetic by comparison.
bigger.
Yeah, no, the one Paimon found is much better.
Oh, you got some experience catching beetles too, huh?
Nope, this is the first one Paimon's ever caught.
Well, looks like you got a real knack for this.
For
You'll be a
catching
fellow
non-energetic
beetle-fighting
beetles?
expert in no time. I mean, not as good as me, but but still.
Oh, so overall not that good then.
Yeah, basically. Yes.
Anyway, great. With both your beetle and mine, I can tell this will finally be the one. This time, I'm gonna win for sure.
This'll finally be the one. You've never won before?
Well,
In 800 games
that's
you've never
just
won?
life, man. There are so many people in this
That's
world
just
who
life,
are
man.
talented, passionate, but it's no guarantee that things will go their way. So many.
So you've got really bad luck.
things have to come together at once in just the right way to make victory happen. There's this word that really sums it up nicely. Actually, it's coincidence.
You could be friends with Bennett.
As in pure luck?
Yep.
Huh. Guess it makes no difference whether we have Paimon's beetle or not then. Might as well just...
Whoa. let's not do anything rash here, you know.
I thought smaller beetles know a bunch of sick moves. Didn't you say that younger beetles are fearless? Let's go with sick
I think
moves.
both of these fine beetles have a shot at winning. Let's just hang on to them and give them both a try. A true warrior never leaves a good beetle behind.
Well, I mean, clearly the large
Anyway,
beetle is
time to head
the way
back
to
and
go,
get
I
this show
think.
started. Man, I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go.
All right. So we're gonna go have the beetle battle. It says bug battle. Is it bug battle or beetle battle? I thought it was beetle battle. That seems like it would be hard to say like 5 times fast. Beetle battle, beetle battle. Nope, I couldn't even get through a second one. So yeah. Then again, I've you know, already recorded audio and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I don't know. Like today's been a day where I talked a lot. So I thought it was beetle battle. Beetle battle.
Finally, you're back! Can we start our beetle fight now?
Maybe.
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. But you better watch out. I brought a real winner back this time.
Don't worry, I'm not scared of your beetle. Go, go, Stripey Ghost!
That was totally like a Pokemon deployment.
I've got this fight in the bag. Let's go, Nimble Ninja.
Yeah, this is totally like Pokemon for sure. Like the pointing. Oh, his is way bigger.
Huh? When did you come up with that name?
Come on, you can take him, little guy.
Okay, beetle fight.
That's right! Finish it!
This kid seems really exuberant about this beetle battle. There's just Ether sitting there looking really surprised by this beetle battle. Oh no! Oh.
No! My little nipple ninja!
Well, that went poorly. I mean, this didn't seem like it was gonna go well from the get-go.
Looks like I win again.
Yeah, you did, but you don't have to be a dick about it.
Dang it! Ugh, it's my 7th loss in a row.
That is a poor track record. Seems Oguramiya wasn't kidding. Yeah, she did tell us that he never wins. I totally forgot that she was the one who told me that already. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Stripey Ghost is invincible. Even
Stripey
Uncle Itto
Ghost.
can't beat him.
I won't forget this. I'll beat you next time. I swear.
He's so serious about it.
All right, Paimon, you're up. Time to give Crimson Cyclone a shot.
Crimson
Gotta end
Cyclone.
This losing streak of mine.
All right, go get him, Crimson Cyclone.
That name caught on quick.
Whoa.
It's
That one
huge.
was
Yeah, it's
ultra
way
strong.
bigger.
But it's still no match for you, Stripey.
Stripey gets ripped in half,
All right, little guy.
and
Use your
like
super
Crimson Cyclone just starts eating it. It's like, oh, I can't even show it on the screen. Oh, it won immediately.
I can't believe it. I lost.
Let's go. Uppity little kid. You know what? Let's go push him in a puddle too while we're at it.
Paimon knew Crimson Cyclone would be the best.
Shove.
Boy, did that one put up a fight. Woo! It wiped the floor with Stripey Ghost.
Yes, it did.
I know a real beetle trainer when I see one. Way to kick some beetle butt, partner.
See? Paimon's got real talent. Of course, Crimson Cyclone has to take some of the credit too.
Yeah, we can let Daisuke keep the Crimson
Oh, right.
Cyclone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now that the
we're
beetle
not
fighting's
gonna.
over and all.
Unless we want to buy like a harness. Like you can walk around with like, what was that, a baby Bjorn with that giant beetle?
Hmm? This is for you, Daisuke.
This is a very large beetle.
Huh? For me? You're really giving it to me?
Yeah, your beetle sucks.
Go ahead, take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city, you can show it off to all your friends.
But will we ever be able to go back?
Of course we will. Trust me.
Hmm.
Never go back on my word.
Cue the sad music.
Anyway, I got some things I gotta discuss with my friends here. Go play with Granny for a while, would ya? There's a good boy.
Good. The kid doesn't suspect a thing. You're from the Tenryou Commission, aren't you? I bet you're here to capture Uncle Itto.
Oh, he sees right through this, doesn't he? Huh.
Hey, didn't I tell ya? They're my friends. In fact, they're in the gang. We're practically family.
Yeah, that beetle is Paimon size. Now that we can see Paimon and the beetle in the same shot.
That's not true. I already know everyone in your little gang, but I've never seen these two before. Uncle Itto didn't do anything wrong.
Huh.
Don't take him away. And not only did he not do anything wrong, he also saved my life. He's not a bad guy.
Let's. So what's the story
Hey,
here?
some things we don't tell to outsiders, remember? How should I explain? I'm a real lousy liar.
You seem like you're lousy at a lot of things, including beetle battles.
Itto, sometimes you need to just say what you have to say. Don't worry about us.
I guess. Thanks, Granny.
Hmm.
Seems I can't hide it anymore. Come with me. I'll explain everything.
Okay. You should do that.
I'll be honest with you. This thing the Tenryou Commission is investigating, with someone going around taking people and their possessions, it wasn't me. Any of it. I
Okay.
have my own reasons for lying about it, and I really didn't want to get innocent people caught up in this while I'm still trying to solve the real problem here. And the same as you. I just want to avoid conflict at all costs. But it's just not worth it if someone gets hurt.
So why
Okay.
in the world would you say that you're the culprit?
So the full image of Itto is starting to come into picture.
maybe you don't know because you're Outlanders, but it all started a long, long time ago with the story of the Crimson Oni and the Blue Oni.
Okay. Are you the Crimson Oni?
Hold on a second. If you're talking about that fairy tale, we've heard that one already.
Is there an actual Blue Oni?
Oh, so you already know. Well, that makes things a whole lot easier.
So, is the story from the fairy tale really true?
Everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The Blue Oni chose exile, and the Crimson Oni stayed behind. But the other details aren't historically accurate. Fairy tales are nice stories, but there's something they leave out. It's a little thing called the cold, hard truth.
I feel like this is almost like this comment about the fairy tales, I think, is kind of telling about the way they've written some of the books for the game, where like this fairy tale is like established, like nobody's supposed to believe that it's real, but it actually is. And I feel like a lot of the books in Tevat are actually just they're real stories from Tevat told through a different lens. So maybe they're subject to a little bit of the telephone effect, where the details change a little bit, but the core of the story, the essence of it, actually is like an actual event that happened, which, given the events of stories like the Boar Princess, is kind of messed up. So
The Inazuma of long ago was a dangerous place. If you wanted the Raiden Shogun's protection, you had to have a good relationship with the humans. The Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. Over time, the Oni eventually split into two factions. The Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans, but the Blue Oni, they were more stubborn and insisted on keeping to their own.
Blue Oni, okay.
Paimon thought you were two different species. So really, you're all one family?
So I wonder if we're gonna be like seeing actual Blue Oni in
Yep,
this quest.
That's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horns different colors to show which side we belong to.
Okay, well that's simple. So why did the Blue Oni choose to exile
Because
themselves?
humans were still wary of Oni at the time. The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans, but the Blue Oni kept clashing with them.
Okay.
Humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew was that Oni were hard to get along with. If things were to continue that way, the Oni were never going to get along with humans. And so, the most revered leaders of the Crimson and Blue Oni decided to resolve it once and for all. Over drinks, they swore an oath. The Blue Oni would play the role of evil Oni to help the Crimson Oni integrate into human society. But the Blue Oni's leader gave two conditions.
What were they?
First, the Oni must abandon any prejudice they held against humanity. Every Oni was to accept humans in their heart before the humans accepted them. Oni were not to use their strength to mistreat
It's a
humans,
hard
but
sell.
were also not to stand for mistreatment against themselves.
Pretty hard to just like openly accept people who have been mistreating you based on your appearance, but okay.
Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own honest characters, their surging tempers, and their awesome strength to win respect from the humans. In other words, they were to carry on the Oni bloodline while also protecting our Oni pride.
I
After
see.
choosing exile, the number of Blue Oni began to dwindle, until eventually, they disappeared altogether. Since I first heard
So
the
are there
story of the Blue
none
and
left?
Crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it countless times in my life. Not once did I ever imagine that the Blue Oni clan had actually survived.
Okay, so there are some.
So you're saying the real culprit was a descendant of the Blue Oni?
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that Blue Oni exist. But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they saw an Oni with different color horns than mine. Still, it'd be strange if the culprit really was a descendant of the Blue Oni. I can't bring myself to accept it.
Now that I'm thinking on it, yeah, I do. Like, I'm thinking about the art that we have for Mikoshi Chiyo. She was definitely a red Oni, right? Because her horns were painted red. Oh my god, that's a hard sentence to say. Her horns were painted red. There we go. Yeah, interesting. Because the Blue Oni also value their own pride.
Exactly. They would give up their life before abandoning their pride. I've always respected the Blue Oni for the sacrifice they made. And I know the aspirations my ancestors had for the future of all Oni. Our pride does not allow for any wrongdoing. You don't steal from other people. You don't harm other people, period. My guess is that the Blue Oni was tricked or forced into it somehow. But I don't have any evidence.
So you're trying to buy more time.
That's right. If I didn't step in, the Tenryou Commission would have definitely caught them by now.
But what does Daisuke have to do with any of this? He said that you saved him so he knows your story, right?
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin after I sent them running from the scene.
Ronin. He said that weird.
He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house. By the time he came back, his parents had been taken.
I always heard it as Ronin. Is that wrong? There's like, I feel like there's a couple of characters who have said Ronin, and now there's at least 2 characters who have said Ronin.
The whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again.
Why didn't you just tell us that in the first place?
I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out and take my family to hide somewhere else. There's more to this than just one Blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind everything that's been going on. I didn't want to get anyone else caught up in this mess. That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe me and want to drag me back to Inazuma City, then I'm going to fight you with all I've got. But if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time. Once I find the Blue Oni, I'll turn the both of us in.
I'll help you.
Yep, Paimon too.
The real culprits must be brought to justice. We can't let the innocent be accused. Yeah, we'll go with that
We're
one.
here to keep an eye on you.
Yeah, something like that.
You... all right. I knew you'd be reasonable. I knew it. I was thinking right from the start. These two fine folks, they're just out here in the pursuit of truth and justice, man. Yeah, we are gonna get along just great.
I love how Itto just talks like a person.
Well, I should tell you, though, things could get a little dangerous, so be ready for anything. Don't say that I didn't warn you.
Okay, well, you know,
Don't worry about us.
it's part of the thing.
Adventures.
Yeah, you know, we
Alright,
fought the
our
Shogun
first job is to
and
investigate where
Osile
this
and
Blue Oni is hiding out.
a couple of harbingers.
I
And
saw him up close, currently taking refuge at Sangonomiya's camp. I figure we can start by talking to him.
yeah, that's probably a good place to start. All right, the Oni's Pride. Go check on the victim. All right, that's across the way here. Yeah, I want to say all those are going to be way downhill. I think I need to teleport over here from that. Well, it's the same as how none of the characters say Liyue correctly. So here's the thing about the characters who say Liyue and Liyue. I've noticed that mostly characters from Liyue say it that way, Liyue, whereas characters from other regions say Liyue. And that's like, to me, that's like regional accenting. And it seems like it was done intentionally because I'm starting to notice there's a pattern there. In fact, I want to say the only Mondstadt character who says it the other way, Liyue, is Amber, whose family is originally from Liyue in the first place. So it seems like that was actually intentional, whereas for Ronin or Ronin, who can even say? I have no idea. All right. When is my 2.4 trailer analysis coming out? I might not do a 2.4 trailer analysis. I'm going to be honest with you because, for one, trailer analysis pretty much started tanking and weren't doing very well. And I really, like, I'm trying to drive growth for the channel. So I don't really want to keep making videos if they're not going to, you know, video types that won't perform. You know, I'll stand on, you know, Origins videos, whether they perform or not, because I love making those. Trailer analysis, if they're not going to do well, I can give them or take them. I don't necessarily need to keep making them. Theories, obviously, will continue to do better. So, you know, maybe it'll just have me making, you know, twice as many theories or something like that. But yeah, I may not. I'm considering heavily, unless people really really want me to, not doing trailer analysis or things you might have missed anymore. You know, it just doesn't seem worth my time anymore. Hey, look, there's a beetle. Let me grab that beetle. But yeah, I mean, I have to be really careful, like, because I'm, you know, I work full time as well, you know, in addition to running this channel, and I just got stuck in the fence. So, you know, I have to make sure that, you know, if I want to drive growth for the channel, I have to make videos that are going to perform, especially if I want to try to do this full time next year, at the beginning of 2023. All right, go check on the victim. Let's see. Yeah, Amber's grandpa is from Lua. All right, so hear from the victim. All right, well, where is he?
Yo,
Okay, here we
you
go.
must be Masato.
All right,
And Oni? Oh no, not another one!
another one.
Oh, yeah. Not the one that robbed you, though, so, chill. I contacted you before, remember? I need your help.
So, chill. Yeah,
Oh,
accurate.
right. Sorry. I'm still a bit on edge after the incident. So anyway, here's what happened. I was just out transporting some goods when a group of Ronin suddenly attacked me. It's not the first time that's happened to me. Usually you just hand over some Mora and they'll leave you alone. At least you don't lose your goods that way.
Is this gonna be like that one guy who was pretending to be, what an Adeptus? That, like, the guy that was pretending. I want to say that was during the Lantern Rite Festival, or maybe it was just Zhao's character quest, where the guy was pretending to be an Adeptus, but he really obviously he was not. So he was just going around wearing a mask and kind of, like, you know, being an ass.
But this time was different. They weren't willing to talk things over. Instead, they took my things and they started coming for me.
That's totally uncalled for!
Yeah,
I got down
It's
on
not
my
okay.
knees and begged. Said I had a family to care for and that my business is our only livelihood. Then I saw that there was an Oni among the group. I thought he was going to be the one to finish me off. But instead, he stopped the others and told them to let me go. Yeah, that got them all arguing with each other. His cohort said that I was sure to retaliate if they released me.
okay.
The young Oni was insistent that they shouldn't lay a finger on me. Things got real heated. I thought they were gonna come to blows. Luckily, they let me escape with my life in the end. And I scrambled to get myself here, where I'd be safe. I never want to set foot outside of here again.
Okay, well, I mean, you had a little bit of a rough time there.
Seems he has some sort of standards.
But he won't harm people. Okay,
Say
well,
why they were robbing you?
Surely
this is
it
not
was
going to be a
Mora,
real
right?
Blue Oni, right?
What else could they have wanted with me?
It's going to be a
I
basic
mean,
NPC
I
wearing a
can't say
mask.
For sure, it's not like I asked. But what I did hear them say was, the goods are worth more than the merchant's life, or something like that.
Ugh, that idiot Oni. Do you have any idea where they went after they robbed you?
I have no clue, but I think they're pretty active in the Tatarasuna area. You weren't gonna go after them, are you? Seriously, I'd advise against it. There are too many of them, and they're all heavily armed.
Yeah, we got it.
Don't worry, it's just a bunch of no-name scumbags. I got a whole laundry list of scores to settle with them.
Fair
These
enough.
two islands are where they tend to hang around. We're sure to run into them at Nazuchi Beach sooner or later.
Yeah, let's go get him. Lie in wait at the beach for the Ronin to show up. All right. 860 meters. I'll just teleport over here. That'll make that a lot easier. At David Story, I have to wait and find out my man. What? What are we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about. All right. Okay. Idiot, not all Onis are like that. Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm picking up on a little subtext in this quest. I think it's important.
Can't catch me. They gotta pass through here sometime. Let's just hang tight for a while.
Please don't spam. They gotta pass through here, so let's just hang tight
If
for a
I'm
while.
not mistaken, they'll be showing up any time now.
Yeah, things might get a little rough, so we better be prepared.
After you wait a while, suspicious people finally arrive. All right. You will get timed out or, you know, removed from it for spamming.
Yeah, there they are. And one of them has horns. All right, it's go time. Let's get him.
All right. Well, see if I can get the birds. Oh, I couldn't get the birds. All right. Well, whatever. That's not what I'm here for, anyways.
Let's go. Looks like you fellas aren't going down without a fight. Fine by me. Fight first, talk later.
All right. Well, those guys didn't last long.
Let's go. Everyone on me.
Not at all, actually. Well, I definitely don't think I need to use his elemental burst because these guys are dying fast enough anyways. Talk to the blue Oni. So we're gonna see the blue Oni right away then? Is it this guy?
Hey, don't even think about running.
They're not showing his face.
It's me, Arataki Itto, descendant of
Oh.
the Crimson Oni.
Is he actually he looks like maybe? Turn around.
I know who you are.
Are you actually an Oni?
From the day we are born, every blue Oni knows their purpose. We all know our fate is one of self-sacrifice.
Okay.
But what about the Crimson Oni, You don't know anything about us. Not our miserable history, or any of our names. Mine's Takuya, by the way. But you don't even care, do you?
Okay, so he is actually an Oni. That's a surprise.
Because those who get sacrificed should be forgotten, right?
No, nobody said anything about that there, bud.
No, you're wrong. I never knew the Blue Oni had survived to this day, and the moment I found out, I was determined that I would find you. Since you remember the pact between our two factions, I assume you also remember the pride we share as Oni. So my question is, how could a proud Oni like yourself go and abuse the weak and plunder the innocent? Why break the oath that our kind swore all those years ago?
Okay.
Huh?
Where are we going
What's
with
so
this?
funny?
Who are you to talk about pride and oaths with me? The Blue Oni gave up everything, just so the Crimson Oni could live peacefully in human society. But let me ask you, Arataki Itto, what exactly do you contribute to human society?
I mean, mostly, like, he loses a lot of games to kids.
You're a blundering fool who can't hold down a real job, a laughingstock of the town, and worse still, you let them get your vision during the Vision Hunt decree. Protecting the Oni pride? Huh! You wouldn't know how if you tried.
The guy knows a lot more about Itto than Itto knows about him.
You're a disgrace to the Oni kind.
Hey, come on.
This guy's being a
None
little
of that
harsh.
stuff's a big deal. I mean, you're really hanging me out to dry here, man.
Since when do you care what other people think? You just do whatever you want. It's not like anyone can stop you. But do you have any idea of the kind of life my kin and I have lived while you've been hanging around in human society? We were cut
No,
off
not
from
really.
the rest of the world. We severed all contact with it. And since then, we've had no place to live, no stable source of food,
Well, that clarifies things a bit.
no clothing, no medicine, nothing. Besides the oath we swore to uphold in our so-called Oni pride, we had nothing.
So, that's why you joined a band of thieves?
That's right. Why should I accept that life?
Desperation.
Is holding fast to a worthless oath supposed to help me provide for my family and friends? I've abandoned our Oni pride. It's meaningless. I want to live.
Yeah, so this is like the classic, like morality question, right? Like, would you steal a loaf of bread to feed your family kind of thing?
I've given everything that I've stolen from humans to my community. What I've taken will at least keep them from starving and ease their pain. That's what matters most to me.
You don't need to go to such extremes.
And besides, the Blue Oni sacrificed themselves so that Oni could be accepted as part of human society. If people see Oni causing trouble again, then that'll defeat the whole purpose of the sacrifice you made.
There's the line from the trailer.
You make a good point. But Arataki Itto's the one who needs to get that into his thick skull. The Blue Oni are the bad guys, so we're expected to do bad things. Our actions won't tarnish the reputation of the Crimson Oni.
That one guy seemed to think that that Itto wasn't so great until he, you know, clarified things.
Unless, of course, this bonehead decides it'd be a great idea to take all the blame for himself, completely destroying the trust between humans and the Crimson Oni in the process.
Which is what he did.
He's the one that wasted the sacrifice we made.
Huh? Well, I only had to do that because of you. I couldn't just stand back and let the Tenryo Commission drag you away.
You should get your priorities straight. The Blue Oni are history, all right? Forget about us. The Crimson Oni are the ones who must live on. Why couldn't you have just stayed out of this?
This has gotten complicated rather quickly.
There they are. Seize them.
Oh, that's probably not good.
It's the Tenryo Commission!
Uh-oh.
Forget it. This was a waste of time anyway. Look, I don't expect you to understand me, but you could at least take a look in the mirror sometime.
Well, he's definitely gone. Okay.
He got away! Uh-oh, we need to get out of here too!
They've got us surrounded.
Can't get caught here. Looks like I'm up to bat. Just wait here, and we'll escape together when the time's right. Whatever you do, don't attack any of the Tenryo Commission, or they'll be after you too.
Well, it's a, you know, good thing for, you know,
That's me.
canonical party stuff that I've already got Itto in my, you know, in my team comp. So, you know, probably just going to be using my own, I'm going to guess.
Come on, man.
Actually, let me check and see if this is, yeah, this looks like it's mine. Yeah, it's mine. Okay,
You won't
good.
get away this time. Just give yourself up.
Like, mine's not great, but he's not horrible either. So, like, he definitely needs refinement. I don't have a Geo Goblet on him, but he gets the job done well enough. All right, well, those guys are pretty much all trashed. All right, come on, dude. Cool.
Forget this.
Okay.
They really came
Silent
out in force
standoff.
today. I'm kind of flattered the Tenryo Commission sent so many.
Are you, though?
But I still haven't completely recovered from the bean attack earlier.
The bean attack.
Starting to lose my edge here.
Why don't you let us explain the situation to them?
No.
Logic.
No way. All that would do is send them after our Blue Oni friend instead. But I have to settle things with him first, man to man.
Then what should we do?
That guy doesn't really seem like he wants to talk to you, though, bud.
No choice but to keep kicking some Tenryo butt. Hey, boss. Thought you'd have all the fun
Hey, the
without
gang.
us.
Granny Oni sent us. We're here to lend a hand.
That awkward
Maybe we
moment where
can't
you
take
actually
him,
get a
but
full
we can
party of
sure
4
slow him
where the
down.
other 3 are
Now's
just
your
those
chance.
guys.
Go! Hey, I told you to stay out of this one.
Well, we're in it now.
Come on, there's no time.
They have like goofy attacks like pitchfork stab
Oh,
and
do what you gotta do, boss.
Molotov cocktail.
All right, then. Watch yourselves. As soon as I'm done, I'm coming back for you. Come on, you two. Time to roll.
Okay, so they're just gonna make a distraction and
Don't let
we
them get
run away.
After them.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, you guys want some of this? There's plenty to go around. Run for it, boss.
That didn't go super great. Like, you see like the first person view of the spear. Managed to escape with the help of Arataki's gang.
As boss of the Arataki gang, getting rescued by my own boys feels pretty humiliating.
I mean, there's
Promise
worse
never let you
things.
down, boys. All right, we've got some footprints to follow. Let's find Takuya.
All right, well,
It was
let's.
real touching and all what they did, but those
I don't
few
even see
guys
these
weren't
footprints.
much of a gang.
No,
Hey,
they're just
it takes more if you
kinda
run a
some
gang,
dudes.
Okay, they're all I've got for now.
I can't even see the damn footprints. Where the hell are they? What? Where are they? Did they go up here or something? Like, oh, okay. Wait. I see them. They're right. No, wait. Are those my own footprints? I think those might just be my own, or are these? No, these can't be my own. Yeah, these are just already here. That's unusual. Usually you have to, you know, use. Oh, there's a lot of footprints here.
Is it just me, or are there are more and more footprints here.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like, dude might have just got picked up by somebody.
Wrecked cart and some goods.
Hey, all right, well,
Alive. We've got company.
let's go then. All right, well, these guys are, you know, gonna get pretty wrecked anyways, so whatever. Doesn't matter.
Seems they definitely don't want us going any further.
No, it doesn't seem like they do.
For us up ahead.
In before Itto gang pulls out AKs. I don't think that's gonna be happening.
Signs of life here too.
My immersions would be
Plenty going
totally
on
broken.
around here. Let's investigate. They couldn't have just disappeared into thin air. Unless they're all ninjas or something.
So they could disappear into thin air. Maybe, possibly. Oh,
Hidden
okay.
entrance. Yes. All right.
I didn't even see that.
Found their hideout.
All right,
This
cool.
is gonna be where they keep all
Accidental.
the
I'll take
people
it.
they took.
Paimon thinks Takuya's probably in there as well.
Probably. Before we go in, I have a question.
Fire away?
Did you really understand where Takuya was coming from?
Of course I did. Come on, I'm not that dumb.
Yeah,
But it takes a world-class blockhead like Takuya to think his ideas are actually gonna work. So I'm here to save him no matter what.
they just like insulting each other, don't they? All right, well, that's good to hear.
What were you two talking about? Are you keeping Paimon in the dark again?
I mean, maybe.
Let's go.
Then the laugh trail off. It's like, you know, him laughing in the trailer. Except for, well, and that was a lot more subtle, but... All right, well, yeah, let's just go in. I'm just going to stay with this party. Not really a compelling reason to change it, so I'm not going to. Watch your footing in this domain. Noted. I don't know. I guess I'll have to be careful. I'm guessing there's some places that you can fall through or something.
Wow. This place is huge. Pretty fancy for a hideout.
A little bit.
All acquired by less than legitimate means, no doubt. All the more reason we gotta put an end to this.
All right, well. Should be able to knock these guys out pretty quick, because Itto's not bad. My talents are, if anybody's wondering where that is, by the way, because I didn't show that earlier. They're 8.6, no, 8.58? Yeah, I think they're 8.58 right now. Yeah, 8.58. I just haven't had the materials really to continue to invest in those with much more intention than I already have. Especially since I'm going to be, you know, rolling for Yunjin and Shenhe in the in 2.4 for sure, and trying to build them right away. So, you know, a lot of work.
How come the stairs are over there? We can't go up if we can't reach
Oh!
them.
Stop trying to smack me while I'm standing there. That's not okay.
This mechanism's for.
All right. We got a bunch of stacks going for that. You did. All right, let's see what's behind here. And there's another group of those over here, so let's knock these out too. Nothing back here. Big cliff. Don't see anything unusual. All right, so it just changes the rotation of the platform. All right,
What did I tell
I'll
ya?
take it.
Just trust my instincts.
Pretty, oh. I did not notice that. Nope. Did not notice that. Okay, that was pretty ninja. So that was a good watch your footing moment there. I'm sure that's probably what you were talking about. I'll have to pay more attention to that in the future. I'm not gonna trust those anymore. Hey, there's a chest over here. Let's grab that really quick. Definitely need some of this stuff. All right, hey, drop the ladder. All right, let's go. All right. Did I just go in a big circle? I totally did just go in a big circle. I just, wait, what? I don't, is there, maybe there's another switch. I think maybe there was another switch up here now that I'm thinking on it.
Can't catch me.
No, was there not? You just have to, no, the other switch is on the other side. Okay. Oh, here's... Oh, but that was for the ladder. I don't know that I fully understand what it wants me to do. There is another platform over there. I might be able to just glide to that one. Particularly with this active. Or I can also glide to that over there. Oh, that changed the orientation of that entirely. And there's a door over here. So that also helps. Alright, so maybe I'm just overlooking some stuff. I wasn't really looking for doors, but now that I know that I should be, that might simplify things. I just speed ran this domain with Venti and Xiao. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely have brought a better team, but, you know, whenever I do a story quest, I do like to use the character in the story quest, wherever possible. Okay, that door does not open yet, so I'm going back this way. What's through here? Nothing? Nothing. Okay, or at least I can't go through there yet. But since I did rotate that other door, I should just be able to run straight across there. So I got that. All right. Straight across. There's also that room in there with a bunch of enemies. So I'll probably have to check into that here in a moment. Hey, another chest. Nice. Free stuff. Let's go. Oh, hey, not cool. There's another couple of traps. Just stay away from those. What's up, guys?
Must be holding on to them.
Give me those. Nice.
All right, let's get him out of here.
Get a few swings in. All right. Ugh, they dodged that whole rotation pretty much. Not okay. All right. Oh, that one was a lot better.
Burst forth. Moments of birth.
God, my Albedo needs his build finished. He's hitting so weak right now. It's driving me insane. It's because his crit damage is really mediocre right now, too. That's not helping any. You free everyone inside. Okay. Cool. Well. Got something to say?
Quick, get to safety!
Sorry, but have you seen our little boy? We're awfully worried about him.
Calm down, dear. We don't even know if he was taken here or not.
It's probably Daisuke's parents, maybe? Yep.
Oh, my
I knew it.
Daisuke.
Daisuke, or however you say it.
You must be Daisuke's parents.
Daisuke.
Yes, that's right. Have you seen him? Where is he? Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine.
Don't worry, he's safe and sound. Someone's looking after him now on Yashiori Island. I can show you where on the map.
You might want to, you know,
He's been worried about you.
work on his
Bet
attitude a
he'll be
little bit.
relieved to see you.
We pushed
You were
him
the
in a
one who
puddle
saved
for you,
him.
though.
Oh, thank you.
He's the one you should be thanking.
No, please, no. No need to thank me. It's my pleasure, really. It's just who I am. It's what I do. Before you go calling me a hero, let me ask you this. Wouldn't any other self-respecting guy who saw another person in danger have done the exact same thing?
Maybe. Some people.
Just one little compliment and it goes straight to his head.
Why did they see so many people? Yeah, that's a fair question.
Vagrants are insatiable. They'll do anything for money. No one dares stand up to them for fear of what they might do.
Would they really do anything drastic?
No, actually, because one of the guys, the one with Oni horns on his head, has always shielded us so far. Oh, in fact, his horns look just like the ones this guy has.
Except for Blue, right?
At night, he would secretly bring us food and water. I don't understand what he was trying to do.
Feed you?
Are you a friend of his? Or perhaps a relative?
Relative, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh.
technically.
Maybe there's something secretly troubling him. He seemed different from the rest of the gang. They seem like heartless crooks, but I'd say he comes across more like a confused child who made some poor choices.
Let me put it this way. There are a few things he needs to straighten out in his head, and I'm here to point him in the right direction.
I'm glad to hear that. He's lucky to have family like you.
You know, it's kind of interesting that Itto, of all people, is the one who's guiding him in the right direction, because Itto doesn't even really have his own life put together that well.
Don't worry. He'll be in my trusty hands. I'll help him see the light.
Seems like they're both going to be helping
Anyway,
each other
you
see
should
the light a
stand.
little bit.
It's still not safe here.
Yes, thanks again. You've rescued our entire family. We are indebted to you.
Like I said, we pushed your kid in a puddle though, because he kind of sucks. So,
Huh.
you know,
Child that made some
you might
poor
have to
choices.
clean him up a little bit.
Anyway,
Oh, wrong button. Oh, well, I cut off that dialogue accidentally. That sucks. All right. Well, that's where I came from over there. So let's see what's over here. Hey, another chest. Nice. Free stuff. And this looks like the natural direction. This is the other. No, this is that same door from before. All right. No, don't do that. I do have that room full of enemies that were down over here, so maybe I should go deal with that. And make sure I have enough stamina to get across this, otherwise I'll just go full rev and dive off a cliff. I'm not gonna do that. Nope. All right. So they are buffed or something. Nice. All right, buffed. All right, going for the ult on this one, I think. Get a couple of free swings in, and there we go. All right, these guys are kind of driving me crazy here already. I'll go ahead and take a heal. And get the attack speed buff going again. Right, well, those guys are dead. Alright. Okay. Well, that still worked out pretty well. But this team is relatively well balanced anyways, so... Oh, God, that was what was buffing those guys. I could have just turned that crap off right away, but... Okay, well, you know, whatever. Rip. Alright, so... Wait, that was that door I couldn't get through from before. Wait, why are you sending me right here? There's literally nothing to do right here. Unless it wants me to go now this way. But I already went that way. What? I don't... the Oni's Pride, after Daisuke points out the inconsistencies in the story, first you reveal that he has kind of blah, 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 blah. Defeat all the Ronin. Okay, so I just haven't defeated all the Ronin. So I'll have to figure out where all the other enemies are. Because clearly there's more than just what I've already killed. So we'll have to head back over in this direction, I guess. I do think, yeah, there was another switch. There's that switch, which I can just walk to. I'm trying to think. If I were to turn this one, actually, I think I can get back up there now and turn this one, right? Yes, I can. Because I cleared all that out, I can go back up that direction now. So let's do that. That's probably what I'm supposed to do. It's, oh, okay, cool. Ran out of stamina at the top of the ladder for some reason. That's okay. It's all right. Guys, like multi-level dungeons aren't a big deal. If you played Ocarina of Time a few times and done the water temple, little dungeons with multiple floors aren't anything ever. Water temple was, you know, just pure pain for mostly almost no reason. All right, so I think so. Wait. That just changed that one. That's still. Wait, that one's still pointing the way it was before, right? Yeah, I need to raise it. Okay. Nice. That whole side I've already been to, so now we're up here. All right, I'm all nervous every time I approach one of those. Door of Resurrection activated. All right, cool. Let's go turn off the statues first thing. All right, that one's off. One more. Nah, you guys can get away. Nah. All right, now all your buffs are still here for some reason. Cool. All right, whatever, fine.
press the advantage. Witness my great undertaking.
You guys can enjoy that crap. Get a few free swings in, and ult time. I accidentally stepped on Albedo's platform. I was wondering why I was raising into the air. That was super confusing until the enemies cleared out.
You think you've won, don't you?
I mean, maybe. Nogata? I don't know.
so naive. This is my home turf.
So you're just chilling with the blue Oni.
A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious to me.
Okay.
What makes it so special is that if you tear one piece, the other piece starts tearing too.
Okay.
Newsflash, don't care about your cute little origami obsession.
Okay, they changed the, it said, yeah, cut the small talk, paper charm, are you kidding me? Change the text.
Where you are and let me finish. Aren't you curious what the other piece is used for?
Sure.
I'll tell you. It's now the critical component of a mechanism, and when it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke. Yeah.
Kyrie, David, sorry, we don't talk about the water temple. Yeah. Okay, so the place is gonna blow up. The whole hideout is rigged with explosives ready to blow. All right.
What? You're gonna blow this whole place up?
You'll get yourself killed too.
Oh, don't worry about me. I made sure that I've got an escape route. The rest of you, though, you're gonna be buried deep among the rubble.
This guy's looking kind of dead already anyway.
You've had your fun. Now it's goodbye.
What's going on?
Charm. Where's my paper charm?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you looking for this?
He took it from him.
But when did you?
I snatched it earlier to stop you from doing anything hasty.
Good call.
Now you're going to betray me?
You're one to talk. What about burying everyone here? If you ask me, that sounds like you've already betrayed our agreement, no?
Fair enough.
Just give it here.
Nah, I don't think we're gonna do
You done
that.
talking now? Huh? You sure? Great. Because I'm done listening. Yeah.
Just hits him. Nice.
Great work, Takuya. You arrived in the nick of time.
Yeah.
Stay away from me.
Oh. Okay. Cue the off-putting music.
Huh?
Right, what's the deal then?
I said stay away, or I'll tear the paper charm.
Hey, okay. Fine. Just calm down. What are you doing?
He seems a little uncomfortable with this still. He doesn't really seem to want to interact with Itto at all.
Just because I won't let him blow this place to bits doesn't mean that I won't do it myself.
Not making sense, bud.
Unless you want to get buried, you should leave this place now. Take everyone here and get out.
Well, I mean,
You
we
won't
already
go
got
through
everybody
it.
else out. I don't know if I would dare him.
If you were that cruel, then why bother protecting every person you've come across? Huh?
I'm not here to reason with you. Go! Just get out of here!
For some reason, Itto, like, strikes me as the kind of person who will just, like, dare somebody to do it and be like, you won't do it, you won't. I dare you to do it.
This sacrifice is mine to make. Mine alone. Why couldn't you just stay out of it?
No one needs to sacrifice themselves.
All right, then you tell me. What am I supposed to do?
Not tear the paper charm that blows the place up while we're standing in it.
I've tarnished our Oni pride and abandoned our ancestors' oath. Only sacrifice can restore my pride now. I chose this path so I could provide for my fellow Oni. I was ready to die from the very beginning. This is between us blue Oni. But you... If it wasn't for you, everything would have worked out perfectly!
They're here! We won't let them slip away this time!
Oh man, these guys again.
Uh-oh! There's nowhere else to run!
Hey, Tenryo Commission! I'm the one you're looking for! I did it! I'm behind everything! Arataki Itto is innocent! You're the ones in charge of detaining criminals in human society, right? I'm sure you can tell who the criminal is here.
Huh? It's like he's trying to reenact the fairy tale, sacrificing himself for the Crimson Oni!
He is indeed.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's me you've been looking for, and here I am! How are you ever gonna report back without capturing me?
Stop fooling around, Itto!
Listen, Takuya, sacrificing yourself won't solve anything. Your sacrifice can't protect me or your fellow Oni, and giving up your life isn't gonna make theirs any longer. Sacrificing yourself is one way to escape your fate, but the only one you'll be setting free is yourself.
Yeah,
Listen to
good
me.
point.
You want to be the tough guy, huh? Well, this is the coward's way out. Don't let your sacrifice stain our Oni pride.
You know, Itto is surprisingly well put together for this particular issue.
The Blue Oni have been scraping the bottom of the barrel all these years, so let's give them a new beginning. We've made mistakes, but we can make up for them. Fate hasn't been kind to the Oni? Well then let's tear it up and start over. But before any of that can happen, you need to get yourself behind me and forget about all that self-sacrifice stuff. Now let's go. But we're not done talking about this. Takuya!
Yeah, you should probably follow. You know, that seems like a good idea. Uh-oh. No. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, boy. Not good.
I'll take care of this. There are still people in danger. Go, help them.
Nice.
Hey, I got this. Come on!
Itto's music is pretty slick.
Forget about me! Just go! It's what I deserve!
Ah, shut up, would ya?
Nice. Oh. Okay. This is a pretty slick cutscene. You know, most of the characters' stories usually have a pretty slick cutscene for that specific character.
What about Itto and Takuya?
Or at least ever since, like, I don't know, ever since 2.0 at least, they've had one for everybody. I really wish they would go back and add some for like Mona and people like that. Mona had a, you know, like a not a pre-rendered scene, but a good interaction for like her introduction scene. Said he could take care of it. He seems a little bit more put together than he seemed on the surface, for sure. Hey, there he is. And there's Takuya. He did the thing.
That's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's up with the looks on your faces? I said we'd be okay, didn't I? I'm sure
You
I'd be
did.
looking a whole lot sharper right now if it wasn't for that brutal bean attack of yours earlier.
The brutal bean attack, yeah. I'm just happy you made it out alive. We didn't want to make things too easy for you. Yeah, we'll just go with it. Yeah.
Why would you do this for me? I'm the guilty one here. I don't deserve this.
Because we're Oni, that's why. We share the same blood, brother.
This guy seems to really like beating himself up.
Our parents and their parents
For
before
sure.
never taught us that it was okay to abandon family in need. I just wish you'd come to find me sooner. If you knew about me all along, then you should have come and asked me for help. I never would have dreamed of turning you away.
He definitely knew a lot about Itto, so yeah, it would suggest that he did know about him.
The Blue Oni disappeared so that they wouldn't bring trouble to the Crimson Oni. If I came to you for help, wouldn't that just undo everything the Blue Oni have done?
Not to me. I've always respected the Blue Oni for their sacrifice. Nothing they did was in vain.
Yeah, Ren, the audio has been, like, vocals have been echoing a little bit since the beginning of the stream. I don't know, or not since the beginning, since one of the cutscenes. I'm not really sure why.
It's only because of them that we have survived to see today, and built a world where Oni and humans can live side by side.
It isn't echoing on my side, though, which is also weird.
Honestly, everything that I have now, I owe to the Blue Oni. And let me tell you, the Inazuma of today wouldn't see you as a villain just because of the color of your horns.
Probably not. Brutal Bean Attack, nice band name. That does sound like a good band name. That's a good one. I like it.
You say all that, but in spite of everything, you're barely getting by.
That's just how I roll, man.
Something like that.
You remember the pack, don't you? We're not supposed to suck up to the humans. We're supposed to earn their respect. Every member of the Arataki gangs had a tough time trying to fit in. Take Akira, for example. He snores like you wouldn't believe. Or Genta. He's got a serious temper problem. And Mamoru, well, he's colorblind. Even Granny Oni. She got that name for taking me in as a kid. We're all rejects and outcasts in some way, but we don't care. You want to talk about pride?
This whole gang
Well,
has
in our
problems.
gang, we're proud to welcome anyone who's been through adversity with open arms.
Is he gonna... I mean, it seems like the perfect solution.
Ah, don't worry. The Arataki gang's already a bunch of misfits. You really think you could cramp our style?
We've dealt with the Kairagi and the people they took captive. I assume the two of you are finished talking.
Yeah.
Takia, based on the findings of our investigation, I hereby announce that you are
That makes
officially
sense.
under arrest for forceful seizure of people and property. Please do not attempt to resist.
No, that seems about right.
All stolen articles will be reclaimed. That means we'll be seizing all the goods you passed on to your kin.
No, please don't. Without those goods, they'll...
It's all right, Takuya. Those goods never belonged to us anyway. Don't worry. I'll help take care of your kin. Now that I know the situation, I'll personally make sure they never suffer again.
Might want to put your grand plans on hold there. You're under arrest too, for numerous assaults on the Tenryou commission officers.
I mean, that was mostly self-defense, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
But no worries, I'll put my gang on the case. My boys will take good care of the Blue Oni.
Yeah, we've already arrested them too.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
So the Traveler's gonna have to do that?
That's what they get for resisting the Tenryou Commission.
Everybody's arrested. You get
I
arrested,
guess
and
it's
you
up
get
to
arrested.
You then, Traveler. Could you be a pal and tell Granny Oni about the Blue Oni situation?
Now's your chance to
I
clean
know
up
the
your act.
drill. This isn't my first time. And it probably won't be my last.
Probably not.
As for you two, lending them your aid when you knew full well they
Oh,
were in
no.
the wrong means that the culpability extends to you too.
Oh, cool. So are we also arrested?
But, given your unique circumstances, and in light of the complexity of this case, we won't press charges this time.
Oh, okay. So we get to walk. We're good.
Sorry for the trouble.
Hey, wait. Unique circumstances? Are these guys like a big deal or something?
No, it's nothing like that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Because I was going to say, you know, like, I'm kind of a big deal myself, you know?
I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah, all right. See you next time. Whenever that'll be.
Hey, it's a Crimson Cyclone and whatever the name of the other beetle was. Like Nimble Ninja or something like that. Lightning Ninja. I don't remember what it was. So, does the quest really end with Itto getting arrested? Tell Granny Oni everything that happened.
Weird. But at least he's not a bad guy.
Yeah, there's that. Weird, but not a bad guy. That about sums it up. Go to jail, do not pass go, do not collect 200. Yeah, pretty much. I don't think they have any get out of jail free cards right now, although the Traveler might be able to get them one if they, you know, pull some strings with Kujo Sara, possibly.
Ah, yes. That does sound like my Itto.
Yeah.
So, did they take Uncle Itto away?
Yes.
They did. But don't be too upset, Daisuke. We will have the chance to see him again. He and his gang may have acted recklessly, but the fact remains that he still helped us.
Yeah, they probably won't be locked up too long.
Yeah, I knew it! Uncle Itto helped us, and he's awesome!
Sacred Sakura petals. Sara wouldn't let Itto out of jail if we asked. She hates him. I mean, she does hate him. It's just, oh god, it's such a weird situation.
Now, don't get any ideas, Daisuke. Itto is a far cry from awesome. He still caused a lot of trouble for a lot of people. If you ask me, I'd say he's like one of those little Oni Kabuto you kids are playing with all the time. Though he looks fierce on the outside, he has a kind heart. He's not a delinquent, but he'll never back down from a fight.
And he mostly just sits around all the time.
I don't really get it, but it sounds like a compliment. I can't wait for my next beetle fight with Uncle Itto.
Thank you, Granny, for taking care of our little boy. I hope that Itto and his friends will be released as quickly as possible.
Yes, you needn't worry. The officials in the Tenryo Commission will certainly exercise sound judgment.
It's time we started heading back. We'll be sure to visit again soon.
I don't know if that Alexia and James Turner, Itto, you get 3 years in the abyss. Itto replies to only 3 weeks about time. I don't know if that makes it any better. Because while you're in the abyss, it's still 3 years, and you come out, and everybody else has aged 3 weeks, and you've aged 3 years. Not necessarily better.
The future looks bright. Wonderful. Wonderful. As for the Blue Oni, just leave them to me. If there's one thing an old granny like myself can do, it's caring for others.
Do you need our help?
No, no. Go on ahead. I'm sure you have other adventures beckoning. Besides,
something like that.
Once Itto is released, he'll be here to help me.
Is he always like this?
Oh, yes. And you know what? I think that's what makes him adorable. Wouldn't you agree? He does whatever he puts his mind to. He's sincere, brave, and determined. Back when I took him in, everyone thought I was most unusual indeed. They started calling me Granny Oni, but I've never been ashamed of this name. On the contrary, I'm quite proud of it. Because Itto is my pride and joy.
Well, you've certainly raised a character.
A long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a Crimson Oni and a Blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The Crimson Oni wanted to be friends with the humans, so the Blue Oni played the role of the naughty kid. And then he left. After a long time, the Crimson Oni was living happily with the humans, but in his heart, he wanted to bring the Blue Oni back home. The Crimson Oni didn't know where to find the Blue Oni. His search took him up the highest mountains and across the widest rivers. He found many traces of the Blue Oni, but the more he found, the clearer it became. The Blue Oni was hiding on purpose. So just as the Blue Oni had once done, the Crimson Oni left him a letter.
Dear Al, I've made lots of human friends now, and I want to have a big party for everyone. I want all my friends to be there. That means you too, Al. If you don't want to meet me, you can just watch from a distance.
The Blue Oni snuck back to the village and hid in the shadows. He saw the great feast and roaring fire and longed to join in. But though his stomach rumbled, the Blue Oni remembered the oath of old and kept his distance. Suddenly, he jumped. The Crimson Oni was right behind him.
Hey, you're finally back. Come on, I'll introduce you. It's
That's
time everyone
surprising.
met my best friend.
That was really well animated. Wow, that was nice. Okay, and most importantly, now that the quest is done, I can use the Adventurers Guild in Inazuma again. Finally. Oh, and it gave me some talent manuals for Itto, actually, which means I can probably do this now. Yes, I can. Finally. Cool. Little by little. Anyways, so yeah, that was great. Itto's story quest was pretty awesome, actually. I really liked that. You know, like, so it gets into, you know, some of the, you know, like the history of the Oni in Inazuma, which is painting a stronger picture of, you know, what things were like even back when Mikoshi Chiyo was around and still with the Shogun before she turned, which wasn't even her fault. But also, you know, like this establishes that blue Oni are actually a thing, which I think there was only some only minor mentions of before this. But, you know, they also got into some interesting, like, real-world subtext in this, which I think is important, which is kind of surprising as well. And I'm not going to stand on ceremony about it too much, but I just, you know, like, food for thought, man. Like, that's good. Like, I you know, as a person who runs a YouTube channel based on thought-provoking lore, this isn't just thought-provoking lore. It's, like, thought-provoking real world consequence, you know, like, hey, maybe don't be a dick to people. Like, that's pretty, like, I think that's important. That's good stuff. I like it. This Itto's quest had a lot of heart, so that was great. I definitely appreciate how they stapled all this together and kind of tied it up in the end. So nicely done. I'm sad it took me, you know, a couple of weeks to get back to it, or to even really get it started so I can knock it out. And, you know, I have tons of other things that I still need to do. I may be streaming tomorrow night. Usually I don't stream Wednesday nights. However, I might stream tomorrow night. I don't want to promise yet, but I still haven't even started Energy Amplifier yet, so I need to do that. Yeah, so because I need to do that, I may stream tomorrow so I can go ahead and get that knocked out. I haven't done the Spiral Abyss yet, so I need to, you know, I'm considering streaming so that I can also get that knocked out at some point, maybe later in the week. How many days do I have? 3 days. Oh my God. I'm going to have no choice but to do that probably like Thursday or Friday. Maybe probably Friday is probably likely. So I'm going to have to do that at the last minute too. Like, I've got some streams that I definitely need to get into here in the final portions of the week. Yeah, so let me go over here and just bask in the glory of being able to talk to the Inazuma Adventurers Guild again, finally. Excellent. Now I don't have to go to Lille or Mondstadt anymore, so that's really nice, because that was kind of driving me crazy. Like, for real, that was kind of killing me. Tell you about a story. Can we talk about the trailer now? Are you talking about the 2.4 version trailer? Yeah, we definitely can. I'm gonna wrap up the stream here in probably about 10 minutes. So yeah, we can definitely get into some of the 2.4 stuff. If you guys have any questions or things that you want to talk about directly, I will be more than happy to get into that here over the next 10 minutes, because I do have to still put the final finishing touches on tomorrow's Tevat Wintoria video. So it's not quite done yet, but yeah, I've got to, it's pretty close, but I've got to put some final touches on it to get it to a point where I can actually host it. So you got your camera ready for 2.4 lore picture taking. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I'm actually, like, as somebody who likes to, you know, like record video and stuff for the characters, like I actually I haven't done that much screenshotting in Genshin Impact, because I usually film, you know, I usually record motion, you know, like actual like camera shots instead. But there are other games that I have spent a lot of time screenshotting in. So yeah, Rev wants to, what does rating my Lieben do? I don't understand. What, like, plus, like, I have to, like, I don't understand. Like, what is rating, like, is there something about that event that I'm missing? What can you do with my Lieben? I don't understand. Explain, Rev. Explain. Yeah, I mean, I might have missed something for this event. Like I said, I've been insanely busy lately. So honestly, like I said, like it took me 2 weeks to even have an opportunity to do the Itto quest, because I've been so busy making videos or working or holiday stuff. Like it's been crazy for me the last few weeks. Your stuff ain't good, that's all. I didn't know that you could go to somebody else's world to get stuff. Are you talking about like the materials that he wants, or the rewards that he'll give you? honestly, I usually just take whatever he's gonna give me, so long as it gives me primo gems. I usually don't care, but yeah, I mean, Rev, if you want to come over and check it out, so long as it doesn't impact my loot, I don't care. I really don't. At Tavilla Story, each world has different rewards. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that was even a thing. So yeah. It doesn't take mine, I assume. So I don't know. Like I don't even remember what mine were today. So let me just go over and take a look at what mine were. I don't even remember. I'll just teleport over there really quick. You can exchange with different worlds the rewards you want. Ankanomiya day and night switch. Yeah, that's actually really interesting. So the mechanics that they've got set up for the artificial star or the artificial sun in Ankanomiya, I think are really interesting. Because supposedly it's going to be what triggers the puzzles there, right? So I think that's pretty awesome. And kind of a mechanic that we haven't seen yet. Okay, it's not going to show me any of that stuff again today, so whatever. But yeah, I think that's actually really cool. Obviously the lore has, you know, some pretty big significance to the artificial star that's in there as well, because that was what was used to drive the Dragonair away, because the Dragonair was basically like oppressing everybody in Ankanomiya for a long time, and you know, people who, you know, basically came out got eaten. And so they built the artificial sun and, you know, provided light, which drove away the Dragonair. And then, like, they had an oppressive ruler take over instead. And it wasn't until that time somebody found Orobashi, and Orobashi led them to Watatsumi. So it's, you know, like kind of a sad situation, because like Orobashi actually was their savior in Ankanomiya, right? Like he took them away from the ocean abyss that they were trapped in and being oppressed in, to their own, you know, to their own place in Inazuma, to Watatsumi. And then eventually Orobashi, I guess, lost himself. We don't really know, you know, like if the Tatarasana energy or whatever it was, that, you know, if that was something that he wasn't natural to him and it slowly took him over. If that's, you know, or the Tataragami, that's what I was thinking. If that is actually what caused him to turn, or if that was always part of him, we don't know. It seems like it wasn't always part of him, because otherwise he may not have been so amicable to the idea of, you know, helping out with, you know, the people of Watatsumi. So, or, you know, Ankanomiya at the time. So it'll be really cool to get an opportunity to go to Watatsumi, or rather to Ankanomiya, see what's going on there. But also, I'm really wanting to inspect more about what's going on with the ruins there. I want to see if there's much visual similarity between that and you know, the Spiral Abyss structures or Conrian structures, which are very similar, one-to-one almost. But there are some, I think, other interesting aspects visually for those structures as well. One of these days I really do need to make a video, and something I've been meaning to do for a while, guys, is make a video where I just kind of go over, like, a whole video dedicated to like the architectural choices of Conrian structures in within the world, so that we can kind of eliminate, like, okay, these are definitely Conrian, these are definitely not, that kind of thing. Because I feel like, well, a lot of people understand innately, like, okay, these are definitely Conrian structures, this is all this and that, and these, like, some people don't necessarily see that connection. So, like, I think that might be, you know, a good thing to explore as well. Where did the prior knowledge of Ankanomiya come from? Prior knowledge of Ankanomiya came from Tales from the Waves, I think was the name of the book. Let me just go to it. I can just show you in the archive. I actually, if you don't want to read the book yourself, I actually recently made a video called Why Orobashi, where I read that book myself. Yeah, Tales from the Wave. This is the book right here that gives you some of that. Oh wait, no, this wasn't it. No, it wasn't. It wasn't this one. It wasn't Tales from the Waves. No, hang on. Which one was it? Tales from the Waves was a different one. It wasn't this one.
Don't underestimate.
Actually, it might have been. Was it the one that I did? Actually, it might have been the one that's still inventory bound, not even in the log. Hang on.
That's what. That's how it
I don't remember the name of the book off the top of my head right now. This is the problem about, you know, like book things. Like you got to remember the name of the book, and I don't always remember them. It wasn't Song of Nomiya Chronicles. Oh, here it is. The Serpent Drake of Tokyo no Kuni. This is the one right here. So if you have this in your inventory, then you have it there. But if you don't want to read it, I made a video about it. So there's also that. And that video is titled Why Orobashi, because I kind of also, you know, it does give you the reason why the people of Watatsumi ended up worshiping Orobashi. You'd love an architect video. Nice. Okay. Yeah. I definitely have been meaning to do that for a long time. And one of the big reasons for that is because from the very beginning, like since the game released, architectural design choices on the structures for Conria are what I use to key in the likelihood that the, you know, before they told us in 1.4 that the destruction of Conria was what the cataclysm was, because up until 1.4 we didn't know that for sure. We just knew there was a cataclysm and Conria was a place that once existed, but we didn't know that Conria was what was specifically destroyed during the cataclysm. Because of the images that we saw in the We Will Be Reunited trailer with Lumine, I was like, those structures are the same structures that are destroyed all over the place. And they're also the same as what's in the Spiral Abyss. The wording is the same. The letters are the same. This is more than likely Conrian. All of the pieces lined up. So, you know, I went ahead and called my shot like a year and a half ago. Like, hey, the cataclysm was Conria. And then it ended up that was what exactly it was. So, you know, architecture in this game does play a major role in theoretical discovery as far as the lore is concerned for me. So yeah, I have wanted for a long time to dedicate some time to making a video where I go over the ruins and kind of, you know, compare and contrast all of the different structures, so you can be like, this is this, this is this, this is this, and there's no more confusion about that. So yeah, I have wanted to do that. How did I choose what books I was gonna read? Okay, so some of the books have been chosen, I will say, because I really like them, and other of them have been chosen because they were a little bit on the shorter side and would take less time to prepare based on the amount of time I had available to me to make the video. That said, just because I finished the 12 Days of Teyvat Wintoria doesn't mean I'm going to discontinue the book series. So once the book series, once the 12 books are, you know, for this is done, which I have 3 left, I'm gonna try to do still like 1 book video a month, because you know, so a lot of the ones that are left are quite long, so they still take a little while to prepare, particularly if I want to actually try to, you know, like bring voice acting concepts to them, like actually, you know, increase like the emotional gravity of each book, which I prefer to do by actually attempting to do some level of voice acting to it, even if, you know, I am extremely amateur at it. I still like to try and bring that to you all in the best way I know how. I'd actually be interested even in, you know, if I can find some other people who have good audio equipment to bring, you know, their voices to it, just to increase some other, you know, opportunities for that. So, you know, if you know anybody, you know, hit me up. But so yeah, I'll still be doing more of the book videos. It is my goal to do all of the book videos over time. I will probably actually make a graphic showing which ones I have. I'm even probably gonna make a channel in my Discord after the 12 days are over, called like the Teyvat Historia Library or the TH Library or something, where those specific videos will be listed, so that you have like a catalog of all of those books there in case you want to like go and quick, you know, like just listen to it in the background or something, so that if you want to remind yourself what the content was of those books, then you don't necessarily have to go and pull the book and read it yourself. You can just keep doing what you're doing and listen to it in the background, that kind of thing. Let's see. What is my opinion on Dainsleif? Dainsleif is an interesting character. I really want to know more about him. I think everybody does. He's, you know, a former royal guard of Conria, and Lumine doesn't really seem to trust him, but for what reason, we don't know. We don't know what her relationship was to Conria yet. We don't know what his relationship truly was to Conria in the end. He's supposedly, he reeks of something called, you know, something that the Abyss Herald called corruption, and that's probably why he wears a mask on one side and why he's got all that energy stuff that goes down one arm. Dainsleif is going to be both a force of, you know, progress and trouble for us in the story, for sure. Let us not forget that he took the eye of the first field tiller because he thought it would be safest with him, and then took it straight with him when he chased Lamine. So hopefully he didn't end up captured or something like that. You know, hopefully he got away so that, you know, they didn't just get their hands on exactly what they were looking for in the first place, because that was also a problem. I really need to check the kanji for the Tokyo, because like the modern city is West capital basically, but yeah, not sure what the book one is. It's not Tokyo in the book, it's Tokyo. There are 3 ruins in the Abyss, the last dungeon event and the Dragon Spine, the crafting tables, and all the old world ruins. They're a huge part of the mystery. Yeah, there's all sorts of different ruins around. Thank you on behalf of all of us lazy people for making those audiobook videos. You're quite welcome. Honestly, I have wanted to get into doing that for a long time. It was an overdue project, and I knew from the outset that those videos were not going to be like theory popular. They're not going to do crazy good. But what I wanted to do was make videos to thank the people who have been following the channel for a long time, because those have been requested from some of the people who have been most loyal to the channel since I started it. And I wanted to be like, you know, happy holidays, Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. Here's some videos I know you guys have been asking for. So, you know, not necessarily just the theory that's here and then forgotten in a month. They're, you know, book videos that will always be there if you want to remind yourself and don't necessarily feel like reading them. So they'll always be there. Really thankful for the audiobooks. I've been enjoying them at work. Nice, I'm glad. He has the element of technology, cyborg boy, something like that. Dainsleif has an awesome design. Seems pretty cool. I want to know more about his power, and hopefully he will be awesome and we'll get more of him in Onkanomiya. I really, really hope so, but I don't know that I would count on that. But, I mean, they didn't really project that he would be showing up when he did in 1.3 or 1.4, so who knows? You think the monster in 2.4 trailer could be the mechanized Asile that the Abyss could have built with the eye? No, I think it's probably going to be the Serpent Drake Dragonair in Onkanomiya. That's what I suspect it to be. If it is the mechanical version of Asile that the Abyss was trying to build using the Eye of the First Field Tiller, then that would certainly give us some implication as to what happened with Dainsleif. If it is that, then Dainsleif could be coming back into the story. So I think that would be really cool if it did end up going that way, yes. I just have a lot of thoughts about clearly his physical Honkai twin like Venti with Wendy. Dane has Otto. Yeah, he does look like Otto Apocalypse, which is interesting because he's a bad guy, isn't he? So I haven't gotten all that far into the story in Honkai. I'm only like chapter 5. And I think what little I've seen of him, he wasn't necessarily a villain character, but I think that's what he grows into, doesn't he? Something odd is that we didn't see a single NPC in Onkanomiya, even though it's a city down there. So it's gonna be like Sarumi without any ghosts, but we'll be in a ghost town. I mean, they could have been hiding the NPCs in the trailer. It's possible that they, you know, just hid those characters just, you know, to give us clean shots. So I don't know if I would necessarily count it out as that, but that said, the people of Onkanomiya evacuated to Watatsumi, so there may not be a lot of people left in Onkanomiya. They may have all left. Let's see. Remember, Inazuma's race is from space. They were part of the Galactic Empire. What? I have a theory Danes will be in the game again. I expect 2.5. I definitely think Danes will show up before 3.0. To what end? I don't know. At Teva Astoria is the one who shouts about the giant wave in the trailer was Aether? What? Or is the one who shouts about the giant wave in the trailer Aether? Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Honestly, I can't remember whose voice that was now. Maybe I'd have to go back and watch the trailer again. It's been, you know, not since it actually came out that I watched. Well, I did watch it again immediately after I got off the stream, but then I haven't watched it again since, because normally what I would do is I would just, you know, go ahead and sidetrack everything and make an analysis video. But it didn't seem like people were really super interested in trailer analysis, even though I put a lot of effort into them. So it's just one of those things, you know, like I'm not gonna, you know, get into a whole bunch of, you know, time waste on those kind of things. So I watched the trailer pretty much just to facilitate, you know, learning what I can for the story, but maybe not necessarily making a video about it these days. Auto Apocalypse is the guy who the ends justify the means, and has done a lot in the past 500 years in the name of reviving his dead BFF. Yeah, something like that. I thought I was a Millith person. I don't know. I don't remember that part of the trailer that well. Have you read a preliminary study of Sangonomiya folk belief? And if so, what are your thoughts? Preliminary study of Sangonomiya folk belief.
We shouldn't stay here.
I don't remember. I've probably read it, but if so, it may have blended into everything else. Yeah, I'm not really, it's not ringing bells to me by name. I might need to look over it again. Let's see. There's a book about the shogunate, and it starts off in space on a... Oh, I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about...
We have work to do.
So that's a sci-fi story, and I want to say even the description of that one is listed. You're talking... I think it's this one. Princess Mina of the Fallen Nation. Yeah, this was the one that's basically a sci-fi story. Honestly, this is actually one of the ones that I've been toying with doing for the 12 days, but I don't think it's gonna make it. But it'll probably be one that I'll do before too much longer anyways. So if it doesn't get done in the 12 days, well, no, it's definitely not gonna get done in the 12 days, because I have 2 other videos that I'm definitely gonna do for it. But yeah, so this one was, yeah, it's a sci-fi story. So I don't know if I would... This one is like literally like its description is labeled as like a sci-fi story. So I don't know like how much... I don't know how much like canon I take for it. However, I think especially with the, you know, in light of the events of the Itto quest that, you know, we all just, you know, witnessed again. Mihoya's not necessarily, you know, beyond dabbling into, you know, like social issues and stuff like that. So a lot of the times sci-fi is used as a window into like social reform and you know, at least discussing social issues that may not be easy to discuss in a, you know, a current era piece of writing. So it's kind of like your way of sidestepping these issues by making people feel for these other groups, and they're like, hey, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that. Like that's literally like the platform that Star Trek is based on. So like I could kind of see like where Princess Mina of the Fallen Nation is kind of doing the same thing, where like they're discussing like the ideas of like the shogunate are bad, but they're disguising it under the guise of it's, hey, like it's a piece of sci-fi writing, so it's not real, right? So I don't know if I would necessarily look at that book as like a piece of like canon world like writing from the past, as much as it is a commentary on the current actions, or rather the past eras, you know, the era of the Sakaku decree and the Vision Hunt decree. That's what I would actually relate that to. The technology they have comes from somewhere, the puppets? Oh, you're talking about like where, you know, like Conria technology and like making like puppet humans and all that stuff. Kemiya. Yeah. Also, it's worth noting that in the book Hexenhound that I actually just released today. Yeah, today. That one goes over, or yeah, that one goes over some Kemiya ideas as well, or at least one, but also discusses light and dark magic, which actually are canon to the world of Teyvat, but whether or not they actually are representative of elements is something that we don't know. However, that doesn't mean just because, you know, witches are capable of replicating light and dark magic doesn't necessarily mean that they don't exist as elements either, because we have somebody in the story who's called the Crimson Witch of Flames, or more, you know, at the end, the Crimson Witch of Embers, because her flames were doused by cryo, which was an interesting commentary on like the effect of her witch transformation later. But she had pyro witch powers, right? Like she learned pyro, you know, abilities without the use of a vision, so far as we know. So people who go to the Sumeru Academia and become, you know, like mages over there or witches, these elemental abilities seem to be attainable without the use of visions to some individuals. But maybe they have to give up some form of humanity in order to obtain them, which is maybe slightly different for light and dark users, possibly. I don't know, but it also, that story also seems to indicate that those powers are forbidden, or it actually outright says that some of them are forbidden. And it specifically mentioned light power in that regard, which I also found to be really compelling. If you guys haven't checked it out, you should. I could definitely use like the views and likes and stuff on it. So, you know, support the channel, all that good stuff. Yeah. You think the patch regional trailers is a good one to break down? So just do 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. So that would be still cool. Yeah. I mean, for the major version updates, yeah, I might still do that, Warpaint. That's actually not a bad idea. I do think that those tend to catch a lot of hype. Maybe even like the 3.1 would still be worth a lot of hype as well if they haven't resolved the main Archon quest by the end of 3.0, which they probably won't. Because, you know, if you look back at the history of the game, both the resolution of the Lioa quest line required 1.1 to release before we got resolution to that, and for Inazuma 2.1 required to release for resolution of that. So 3.0 will probably require 3.1 for resolution of that Archon quest as well. Have I read Hex and Hound? I heard it was the backstory of the Night Mother. Yeah, I actually just released that video today, Ren. So yeah, go watch it. Okay, anyways, yeah, so Hex and Hound also gets into the concept of resurrection and vessels, and basically essentially what seems like puppet making, although the witch who was conducting these didn't have the information or the knowledge that she needed to make it complete. So she basically resurrects the body of her sister with, you know, the soul of her sister within her own body, which is really interesting. She ended up, you know, with a dual personality where they just swap back and forth, but their physical form also transforms when they do it. So it establishes like that magic is actually quite robust within Tiamat as well. All right, so I'm gonna get one more question in here before I get out of here for the night. Let's see. That's far away. She didn't have a vision. What? I think I'm missing something here. Do you believe? I don't know. I feel like I've discussed that one to death. Let's see. No, not that one. Do I watch? This is not going to count, but do I watch Shiniki no Kyojin because your name is Historia? Because your name Historia? No. My name is I like the channel's name is Tevat Historia because of Hyrule Historia. I've been a Zelda fan my entire life. Like it's definitely like one of the biggest fandoms I've, you know, ever had a following for. And so there's basically like an all-encompassing text, or at least up till Breath of the Wild anyways, called Hyrule Historia, which was basically like a compendium of all of the different characters and knowledge and story bits and elements from all the other Zelda games, kind of all crammed into one book, and it establishes the timeline and all this stuff called Hyrule Historia. And so that was the namesake for my channel, Tevat Historia. I'd get okay, let's see. Okay, let's I already checked the game I made. Check it. Okay, anyways. Mona used hydromancy before she got her vision. Yeah, so it did seem like she did have the ability to use hydromancy before she got her vision. There's like those little statements where like all the decorative vision did was get her wet too. So like before it manifested itself within the frame, it seemed like it really didn't do anything good for her at all. We don't even really know like what the status of that vision was really in truth before it manifested itself within the frame, replacing the vision that it was originally. But yeah, it does seem like she was able to use hydromancy before she got her vision. It probably had a big part of the reason, it was probably a big part of the reason why she ended up getting her vision. But Mona's ability to use, like, to read people, right? Like her ability to, like fortune tell or whatever it is, like, yeah, okay, she spins her little wheel and all that stuff. To do readings and stuff like that, to like, read the astrological signs and all that. But she did not do that when she read Scaramouche. She saw him walking up and that was her first time ever seeing that guy, and she knew he was trouble immediately. And up until then, the Traveler and Fischl and all those people had no idea that he was actually a jackass. So, but Mona saw right through him immediately. So that suggests she has an ability that is added on top of what she already had from her vision, right? Like that is not an ability that she was granted by her vision. So that's really interesting. It kind of establishes like this whole idea of like witches within Tevat and people who have magical abilities that are, you know, not reliant upon their visions, even if they are vision holders. I'd really like to know what Lisa may be capable of, or if she ever became capable of stuff like that, because, you know, she was like the greatest student that Sumeru had ever had within like the previous 200 years, which is kind of a big deal, right? Like that's like half of the time since the Cataclysm, best student. So, and then she just walked away. What did she learn that made her walk away is still one of those things that's a little shady. It's not really well documented. So when we get to Sumeru, I'm really suspecting that she's going to come back into the story at some point. Also worth pointing out that Mona's master, whose name we still don't know, is part of the same Fontaine Hexen circle as Alice, and Alice is also is basically known as an omnipotent witch. So that also suggests that Mona's master may have some kind of like witch-like mage powers, that kind of situation. So there's all sorts of non-vision related like magical elements within the game. So I'm really excited to see more information about that as well. Mona reads humans with constellations. Also true, because she can't read the Traveler. That's also true. But that isn't it. Mona reading those humans with constellations is not an ability, so far as we know, that's tied to her vision, which is basically what I'm getting at. Scaramouche has no stars for his destiny. Well, there's something interesting about that too. Like, Scaramouche is a puppet. He's not even actually human, right? He's an artificial human. Can Mona read? Like, I suppose that means Mona can read Albedo. He's a puppet. I'd love to see if she could read A. Man, I'd love to see. There's some like there's some combinations out there. I'd love to see what happens with that. Mona read Scaramouche so well that Scaramouche got mad, so he said the sky is a hoax. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he actually was telling us more than he meant to there, but like something we have to figure out. If Alice is a witch, I wonder if she has a pointy hat like Mona and Lisa. Yeah, I suspect that she will. I really do suspect that she will. Complete speculation, yes it is, but I really do. I think that she will. Well, right, Albedo does have constellations, that's true, and he's a vision holder, but he is a puppet. He's not technically human, so that's, you know, interesting. And I mean, technically, here's the thing, like, the Traveler has a constellation, but she can't read the Traveler's constellation, right? Like, we see a constellation here, and they have constellation abilities, and they resonate with all the different elements. So, like, she can't read the Traveler. So, like, I don't know. I don't know how to take it. Like, there's so many, like, little UI elements to consider and little other things on the side to consider. It's hard to kind of keep a tally of all that stuff. Like, does this undermine this? Does that undermine that? Does this support this idea? Like, sometimes it's hard to keep up. By the way, do we see Zhongli in the 2.4 trailer? And yeah, we do see him. Yeah, he was like while they were watching the fireworks. Yeah, he was there in that scene too. We are on the inside and the abyss is on the outside. Yeah, that's the whole hollow planet theory, which is really interesting as well. Sacred Super Petals, I think Mona can read Venti, but he doesn't allow her or other mages to do so. Yeah, well, there's that whole voice line for Mona reading Venti where, like, Venti really lets her have it for attempting that. Anyways, guys, I need to get out of here for the night. I gotta put the finishing touches on the video for tomorrow morning for the next book. So look forward to that. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That really helps me out. Support me on Twitch as well by becoming a follower over there as well. I'm still constantly trying to grow over there as well. And, you know, all of that is gonna be really important to, you know, kind of helping me establish solid grounds as a content creator over the next year as I try to convert to doing this full time. So it's gonna be, you know, one little step at a time, but yeah, I'm gonna give it my best. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here. I really do appreciate the support, and I'll see you all in the next one. Eat the Paimon. But Aether thought I forgot the cake. I did not forget the cake. Want some cake?